Every great purpose begins in obscurity. Like a seed buried deep in the soil, hidden from the world, it is in that place of darkness and stillness where its potential is nurtured. This principle is not accidental, it is divine design. The seed cannot withstand exposure too soon. It needs time to root itself, draw strength from the soil, and prepare for the day when it will break through the surface and stand tall. Your purpose, much like that seed, requires protection. When you share your vision prematurely, you risk exposing it to environments that are not conducive to its growth. Not everyone will understand your purpose. Not everyone will nurture it or celebrate it. Some may criticize it, not because it lacks merit, but because they lack the insight to see its potential. Others may attempt to hijack or manipulate it for their own benefit. This is why secrecy is not just wise, it is essential. Consider how great inventors, artists, and visionaries have operated throughout history. They did not announce their ideas to the world while they were still in the fragile stages of development. Instead, they worked quietly, diligently away from the spotlight. They protected their purpose until it was strong enough to stand on its own. Secrecy gives you the freedom to explore, to refine, and to make mistakes without the pressure of public scrutiny. It is in this hidden space that your purpose is shielded from premature criticism. The world has a way of tearing down what it does not yet understand, and if you allow the world into your process too soon, you may find yourself doubting the very thing you were called to do. Furthermore, secrecy allows you to control the narrative of your purpose. It gives you the power to decide when, where, and how to unveil your vision. Timing is critical, and privacy allows you the flexibility to act at the right moment rather than reacting to the expectations or opinions of others. In the hidden place, you also gain clarity. Secrecy enables you to separate your purpose from the noise of the world, giving you space to hear the still, small voice of guidance within you. It is in that quiet space that you can assess your intentions, align with your values, and ensure that your purpose is not swayed by external influences. Secrecy is not isolation, it is insulation. It is not about cutting yourself off from the world, but about creating an environment where your purpose can thrive. Just as the seed relies on the soil to shield it from harsh elements, your purpose relies on secrecy to shield it from unnecessary exposure. In a world filled with distractions, focus has become one of the most valuable commodities. It is no longer just about what you can do, but about how well you can concentrate your energy on what truly matters. Privacy is the foundation upon which focus is built. It creates the boundaries necessary to prioritize your efforts and shield your mind from the constant noise that seeks to pull you in 100 directions. When you protect your privacy, you protect your ability to focus. In the absence of privacy, your mind becomes a battleground for the opinions, expectations, and demands of others. Every piece of unsolicited advice, every critique, and every suggestion can pull you further away from your core objectives. Without clear boundaries, you risk losing sight of what you are trying to achieve because you are too busy trying to accommodate the voices of the crowd. Privacy gives you the space to define your goals without interference. It allows you to work in silence, where you can refine your ideas and make decisions without feeling the weight of public scrutiny. In this sacred space, you can immerse yourself fully in your vision, dedicating your time and energy to building something meaningful. The absence of privacy, however, often leads to fragmentation. When you live with too much exposure, your energy becomes scattered. The constant need to respond, explain, or justify your actions takes up valuable mental and emotional resources that could otherwise be directed toward your purpose. Privacy eliminates these distractions, enabling you to channel your focus like a laser beam on what truly matters. Moreover, privacy allows you to maintain clarity. When too many people have access to your thoughts, plans, or progress, their input, whether positive or negative, can muddy the waters of your decision-making process. It becomes easy to second-guess yourself or question your direction based on someone else's perspective. In private, however, you can think clearly and stay aligned with your original intent, unburdened by external pressures. Privacy also protects your focus from the addictive cycle of validation. In a world driven by likes, comments, and approval, it is easy to lose focus on your purpose in the pursuit of instant gratification. When your life is exposed to the world, the temptation to perform for an audience grows stronger. But privacy allows you to escape this trap, freeing you to work for the sake of fulfillment rather than applause. In the realm of creativity and innovation, privacy is particularly crucial. Many of the world's greatest ideas were birthed in isolation. Creativity flourishes when the mind is free from interruptions and distractions. The quiet, uninterrupted moments of solitude are often where the most profound breakthroughs occur. Privacy provides the conditions necessary for this deep work, where focus can reach its peak and ideas can take shape without external influence. Lastly, privacy fosters discipline. When you guard your time and space, you set boundaries that encourage consistency and commitment to your goals. The discipline to maintain privacy mirrors the discipline needed to achieve success. It is in this disciplined environment that your focus becomes unshakable and your progress becomes inevitable. There is an undeniable power in mystery. What is hidden often holds greater significance than what is fully revealed. The human mind is drawn to the unknown, captivated by the allure of what it cannot immediately grasp. Mystery commands attention, stirs curiosity, and ultimately elevates the perceived value of anything it surrounds. When something is shrouded in mystery, it carries an air of exclusivity. Think of precious treasures like gold or diamonds. They are not scattered openly for everyone to find. They are hidden deep beneath the earth's surface, accessible only through effort, determination, and discovery. It is the very act of concealment that makes them valuable. In the same way, when you maintain a sense of mystery about your life, your goals, or your work, you enhance their worth in the eyes of others. Mystery sets boundaries, and boundaries signal value. When you keep parts of your life private, you send a clear message: not everything about you is accessible to everyone. People begin to respect what they cannot easily obtain. They see you as someone with depth, someone who does not feel the need to overshare or seek validation. This restraint builds intrigue, and intrigue builds admiration. Revealing everything about yourself or your plans too quickly can diminish their significance. When people know every detail, they may take you or your goals for granted. Mystery, on the other hand, creates anticipation. It gives others a reason to stay invested, to wonder, and to remain engaged. It is this suspense that keeps people intrigued and ensures their attention does not waver. Even nature operates by the principle of mystery. Consider the process of life itself. Much of it happens in secrecy. Seeds germinate underground. Life begins in the hidden sanctuaries of the womb. And some of the most stunning natural phenomena occur in places far removed from the public eye. The hidden nature of these processes does not diminish their beauty, it amplifies it. When they are finally revealed, they are met with awe because their mystery has heightened their impact. In relationships, mystery plays a vital role in fostering respect and maintaining interest. When you are too open or predictable, you risk becoming overly familiar, and familiarity can sometimes lead to complacency. But when you keep parts of yourself guarded, you maintain an aura of intrigue. People are drawn to you not just for what you reveal, but for what remains unseen, the layers that they suspect exist, but cannot fully access. Mystery is also a tool for self-preservation. By not disclosing everything, you protect your inner world from being overrun by external influences. You retain control over how much of yourself you share and with whom you share it. This selective disclosure not only preserves your energy, but also reinforces your autonomy. Furthermore, mystery allows you to dictate the narrative of your life. When you share sparingly, you ensure that what people know about you is meaningful and intentional. You control the timing and manner of your revelations, ensuring they align with your purpose and values. This approach makes every piece of information you share more impactful, as it is not lost in the noise of constant exposure. Ultimately, mystery creates an environment where you are valued not just for what you do or say, but for the depth and richness of who you are. It elevates you from the ordinary to the extraordinary, not by changing you, but by revealing the wisdom in what you withhold. In the journey toward fulfilling a purpose or achieving a vision, not everyone in your environment is an ally. Some may actively oppose your progress, while others, though unintentionally, may derail your efforts through doubt, criticism, or misguided advice. This is why secrecy is not just a protective measure, but a strategic necessity. When you keep certain plans, ideas, or aspirations private, you create a shield around them. Secrecy prevents premature exposure to those who may seek to sabotage your efforts. It is an unfortunate reality that not everyone will celebrate your growth or embrace your vision. Some people, driven by envy, insecurity, or misunderstanding, may deliberately attempt to undermine your progress. By maintaining secrecy, you deny them access to the information they need to do so. Sabotage does not always come in obvious forms. Sometimes it is subtle, disguised as advice, concern, or constructive criticism. Even well-meaning individuals can unintentionally plant seeds of doubt or fear in your mind. When you share your plans too freely, you open yourself up to the influence of others who may not share your perspective or understand your purpose. This can lead to confusion, hesitation, or even abandonment of your goals.
Furthermore, not all sabotage is external. Premature exposure can invite self-sabotage. When you reveal your ideas or goals too soon, you may become overly focused on seeking approval or validation. This can cause you to lose sight of your original intent and shift your energy toward pleasing others rather than pursuing your purpose. Secrecy allows you to stay grounded, focused, and true to your vision without the distraction of external opinions. Secrecy also buys you time to prepare. Every significant endeavor requires planning, testing, and refinement. If your plans are revealed prematurely, you may be forced to act before you are ready, leaving you vulnerable to mistakes or missteps. By keeping your intentions private, you allow yourself the freedom to experiment and grow in a protected environment, free from unnecessary scrutiny. Another critical aspect of secrecy is the element of surprise. When you operate quietly and strategically, you maintain control over the timing and nature of your actions. This can be a powerful advantage, especially in competitive or challenging environments. When others are unaware of your plans, they cannot anticipate your moves or create obstacles to block your path. Even the most successful strategies and campaigns throughout history have relied on secrecy to succeed. Military leaders, business innovators, and creative pioneers all understand the importance of withholding their intentions until the right moment. This principle is not about deception, but about wisdom, knowing when to reveal and when to conceal. Secrecy also protects the integrity of your vision. When too many people have access to your plans, they may attempt to alter them according to their preferences or agendas. This can dilute the original purpose and compromise the authenticity of your work. By maintaining secrecy, you safeguard the purity of your ideas and ensure they remain aligned with your values and goals. Lastly, secrecy protects your energy. Constantly explaining, defending, or justifying your plans to others can be draining. It can distract you from the work itself and create unnecessary stress. By keeping certain aspects of your life private, you conserve your mental and emotional resources, allowing you to direct them toward the tasks that truly matter. Timing is one of the most critical components of success. No matter how great an idea, how noble a vision, or how profound a purpose, if it is acted upon prematurely or delayed unnecessarily, it can lose its potential impact. Wisdom teaches us that timing is not just about when we act, but also about when we wait, when we observe, and when we prepare. The ability to discern the right moment is a hallmark of true wisdom. In life, everything unfolds according to seasons. There is a time to sow and a time to reap, a time to move and a time to pause. Wisdom acknowledges this natural rhythm and aligns with it rather than rushing ahead or lagging behind. Acting out of sync with the right timing can lead to frustration, failure, or even the loss of opportunity altogether. Knowing when to act is often more important than the action itself. Timing requires patience, and patience is a reflection of maturity. It takes discipline to hold back when every fiber of your being wants to move forward. It takes foresight to understand that rushing into something, even with the best intentions, can lead to unintended consequences. Wisdom dictates that preparation often precedes action, and that waiting is not a sign of weakness, but a demonstration of strength and self-control. Consider the analogy of a farmer. No matter how fertile the soil, no farmer plants seeds in the dead of winter, nor does he harvest his crops before they are ripe. The farmer understands that every season has a purpose, and to act outside of that season would be to invite disaster. In the same way, wisdom calls us to recognize the seasons in our own lives and to act accordingly. Acting at the wrong time often leads to resistance or failure because the conditions are not yet favorable. A great idea introduced prematurely may not be well received, not because it lacks merit, but because the world is not ready for it. Similarly, holding on to an idea for too long, waiting for the perfect moment, can result in missed opportunities. Wisdom helps us navigate this balance, guiding us to act when the moment is right. Timing is also about discernment. Not every opportunity is meant to be seized immediately, and not every door is meant to be walked through as soon as it opens. Some doors are tests, others are distractions, and only a few are truly aligned with your purpose. Wisdom allows you to distinguish between these and to move with intention rather than impulse. Moreover, wisdom dictates that timing is not only about external circumstances, but also about internal readiness. There are moments when the world may be ready for your vision, but you are not. Wisdom encourages self-awareness, reminding us to assess our own readiness before stepping into a new season. Just as a builder ensures the foundation is strong before constructing a house, we must ensure our preparation matches the demands of the opportunities we seek. The principle of timing is also evident in the natural world. Consider the growth of a tree. A seed does not become a tree overnight. It takes years of gradual, unseen development before it can stand tall and bear fruit. This process cannot be rushed, nor can it be paused indefinitely. The same is true for the fulfillment of any purpose. It unfolds in its own time, and wisdom guides us to align with that process rather than forcing it. Wisdom also dictates timing in communication. Words spoken at the wrong time, no matter how truthful, can cause harm or misunderstanding. A message delivered too soon may be dismissed, while a message delivered too late may lose its relevance. Wisdom teaches us to be sensitive to the needs, emotions, and readiness of others, ensuring that what we say or do is well received and impactful. Finally, wisdom reminds us that timing is deeply connected to trust. Trust in the process, trust in preparation, and trust in the divine orchestration of events. When we act with wisdom, we recognize that timing is not something we control entirely, but something we discern. It is about being in tune with the flow of life, embracing the moments to act and the moments to wait, knowing that every delay has a purpose and every acceleration has a reason. Trust is one of the most valuable commodities in any relationship, whether personal, professional, or societal. It serves as the foundation upon which all meaningful connections are built. Privacy plays a critical role in cultivating trust because it demonstrates respect, boundaries, and a deep sense of responsibility. By valuing privacy, both your own and that of others, you create an environment where trust can thrive. To understand how privacy cultivates trust, it's important to recognize that trust is rooted in discretion. When people confide in you or share aspects of their lives, they do so with the expectation that you will handle their information with care. If you violate that expectation, even unintentionally, the trust is broken. By maintaining privacy, you show that you can be relied upon to protect what is shared with you, creating a sense of safety and security in your relationships. Privacy also sets healthy boundaries, which are essential for trust to flourish. Boundaries communicate what is acceptable and what is not, ensuring that relationships remain balanced and respectful. When you guard your own privacy, you demonstrate that you value boundaries, and this encourages others to do the same. It fosters mutual respect, which is a cornerstone of trust. In professional settings, privacy is a key indicator of integrity. Leaders who respect confidentiality build stronger relationships with their teams, clients, and partners. When people know that their personal or sensitive information will not be mishandled, they are more likely to engage openly and honestly. This openness strengthens collaboration and reinforces trust within the organization. Privacy also protects relationships from unnecessary conflict. When too much information is shared indiscriminately, it can lead to misunderstandings, jealousy, or resentment. By keeping certain matters private, you reduce the likelihood of miscommunication and maintain the focus on what truly matters. This careful stewardship of information reinforces trust, as it shows that you prioritize the well-being of the relationship over the temptation to overshare. Furthermore, privacy demonstrates self-respect, and self-respect is a magnet for trust. People are more inclined to trust those who show they value their own boundaries and personal space. When you take your privacy seriously, it signals that you are disciplined, thoughtful, and intentional in your actions. These qualities naturally inspire confidence and trust in others. In personal relationships, privacy is crucial for maintaining intimacy and trust. Sharing too much with others outside the relationship can erode the sense of exclusivity that builds closeness. When partners or close friends feel that their shared experiences are kept private and sacred, it strengthens their bond and reassures them that their connection is valued and protected. Trust is also about predictability and consistency, both of which are reinforced by privacy. When people know that you are deliberate about what you share and with whom, they can rely on you to act with discretion in other areas of life. This predictability fosters trust because it reduces uncertainty and reassures others that you will handle sensitive matters responsibly. Lastly, privacy cultivates trust by allowing people to feel respected and honored in their individuality. When you respect someone's privacy, you affirm their autonomy and dignity. This validation creates a sense of trust, as it shows that you value them not just for what they share with you, but for who they are as a whole person. Respecting privacy is a way of saying, I see you, I value you, and I honor your right to keep certain parts of your life to yourself. Personal growth is a deeply transformative process, often requiring introspection, trial, and refinement. It is a journey that thrives in environments of quiet focus, undisturbed by external opinions, judgments, or interference. Secrecy is not about hiding, it is about creating a sacred space where growth can occur authentically and without pressure. By keeping certain aspects of your development private, you empower yourself to grow on your own terms and in your own time. Growth demands vulnerability, and vulnerability requires safety. When you allow your personal struggles, aspirations, or evolving ideas to be exposed too soon, you may find yourself feeling scrutinized, criticized, or even ridiculed. This can stifle your progress and make you second-guess your path. Secrecy creates a protective barrier, allowing you to confront your weaknesses, explore new possibilities, and learn from mistakes in a space free from judgment. Moreover, secrecy gives you the freedom to experiment. Growth is not a linear process. It involves taking risks, trying new approaches, and sometimes failing. When you operate in secrecy, you free yourself from the fear of external scrutiny, making it easier to embrace failure as a stepping stone rather than a setback. You can pivot, adapt, and refine without the pressure of having to explain yourself to others. Secrecy also helps you maintain focus during periods of growth. When you share your plans or goals prematurely, you risk inviting distractions in the form of opinions, advice, or unsolicited feedback. While input from others can be valuable, it can also be overwhelming and lead to confusion. By keeping your personal growth journey private, you create a clear and undisturbed path forward, enabling you to concentrate fully on your progress. Another way secrecy empowers growth is by allowing you to develop self-trust. When you rely too heavily on external validation or seek constant approval, you weaken your ability to trust your instincts and make independent decisions. Secrecy forces you to look inward, to rely on your judgment, and to build confidence in your ability to navigate challenges. Over time, this self-reliance becomes one of the most powerful tools for personal development. Secrecy also fosters a deeper sense of accountability. When you choose to keep your goals and growth private, you eliminate the temptation to perform for an audience. Your progress becomes a personal commitment driven by your own desire for improvement rather than the expectations of others. This intrinsic motivation is far more sustainable and authentic as it reflects your true priorities and values. Additionally, secrecy helps you protect the integrity of your growth. When too many voices are involved in your process, you risk losing sight of your original intentions. External influences, even those that come from a place of care, can steer you away from your authentic path. By keeping your journey private, you preserve the purity of your vision and ensure that your growth is aligned with your unique purpose. In moments of growth, secrecy can also shield you from premature criticism or sabotage. The early stages of any transformation are often the most fragile, and sharing your journey too soon can expose you to negativity or discouragement. Not everyone will understand or support your decisions, and some may actively try to undermine your progress. Secrecy gives you the time and space to strengthen your foundation before facing external challenges. Lastly, secrecy enhances the joy of personal milestones. When your growth is private, each achievement feels deeply personal and meaningful. You are able to celebrate your progress without the pressure of public acknowledgement, allowing you to fully appreciate the journey and the person you are becoming. The quiet victories, the moments of realization, and the gradual transformation are yours alone to treasure, making the process of growth all the more fulfilling. Divine wisdom operates on a level far beyond human understanding. It is not bound by the limitations of time or space, nor is it influenced by the transient opinions and judgments of others. Divine wisdom knows what is best for you at each moment of your life, often in ways that may seem unclear or even contradictory to your immediate understanding. One of the most profound ways divine wisdom manifests in our lives is through the practice of secrecy. By learning to keep certain matters private, we align ourselves with a deeper spiritual purpose that transcends the surface level noise of the world. Secrecy in the context of divine wisdom is not about hiding or withholding out of fear or shame. It is about trusting in a higher plan that operates on its own timeline. Divine wisdom understands that not everything needs to be revealed immediately, nor does everything need to be shared with others. Sometimes the most sacred parts of your life must remain hidden, not because they are unworthy, but because they are still in the process of being shaped, tested, or matured. Much like the seed that must lie dormant in the soil before it breaks through the surface, many of the most significant aspects of your life are meant to grow in secrecy. The work that is done in silence is often the work that is most powerful and transformative. When we share our visions, dreams, or intentions too soon, we expose them to forces that may not be in alignment with the purpose for which they were created. Divine wisdom knows that some things must remain in the hidden places of our hearts, where they are nurtured in safety and silence, until they are ready to take form in the physical world. In the realm of spiritual growth, secrecy allows you to guard the sacredness of your journey. There is a profound level of sanctity in keeping certain aspects of your life private, especially in matters of personal development, purpose, or mission. Not every step of your spiritual walk needs to be disclosed to others. The divine operates in the quiet spaces of your soul, guiding you in ways that are often imperceptible to the outside world. Secrecy honors the divine wisdom by allowing you to stay focused on what is happening inside, rather than being distracted or influenced by the opinions of others. Divine wisdom also teaches us that everything has its time. The scriptures are filled with stories of people who were called to act at specific moments in time, and those moments often came after long periods of silence, waiting, and preparation. Abraham, Moses, and David all spent significant time in isolation before they were called to fulfill their purpose. During those seasons, they were not idle. They were being prepared in the secret places where divine wisdom worked on their character, understanding, and vision. Secrecy aligns us with this same wisdom. It teaches us that some things are not meant to be rushed. The revelation of certain truths, the unfolding of a purpose, or the manifestation of a dream must wait until the appointed time. When we rush to reveal what has not yet fully developed, we may interfere with the divine timing that is working behind the scenes. Divine wisdom knows that there is a natural progression to all things, and secrecy helps us respect that process. Additionally, secrecy protects us from the noise of external influences. The world is filled with opinions, distractions that can easily lead us off course. When we keep certain parts of our journey private, we are less likely to be swayed by the judgments or doubts of others. Divine wisdom knows that you cannot always rely on others to affirm your vision or your direction because their understanding is limited. Secrecy gives you the space to trust in your own inner guidance, to listen to that still, small voice that knows the way forward. Secrecy also allows us to protect the integrity of divine wisdom itself. When you reveal everything prematurely, you risk misinterpretation or interference with what you are meant to learn and experience. People may misunderstand or try to influence your decisions, leading you astray from the path you are meant to walk. The wisdom of the divine understands that some things are sacred and must be preserved in their purest form. By keeping certain matters private, you honor the sanctity of the divine plan for your life. Furthermore, secrecy aligns with humility. The divine wisdom often operates in ways that require us to set aside our pride and ego. When we refrain from boasting or announcing our every move, we demonstrate that we are not seeking validation or approval from others. The purpose and power of our lives are not dependent on the opinions of the world, but on the quiet, steady alignment with the divine plan. Secrecy keeps us grounded in this humility, reminding us that our journey is between us and the Creator. In a world that constantly demands visibility and transparency, secrecy allows us to cultivate a deeper connection with the divine, focusing on what is eternal rather than what is seen. Secrecy honors divine wisdom by protecting the sacredness of the unfolding process, trusting that everything is happening at the perfect time, and allowing us to develop a deeper sense of patience, faith, and discernment. When we embrace secrecy as a way of aligning with divine wisdom, we step into a place of deeper trust, where the unseen forces of the universe guide and shape our path.